Sorry all for this unexpected live today. This is Wise Angel and this is my channel. Thought I'd just pop on for a live this afternoon, just a quick one. The music you can hear in the background is a Gregorian chant. Tomorrow evening's live will be a live healing meditation. All of most welcome. Today I am around for a little while because I want to do some healing prayers for people who need them. So I need to put my disclaimer up. And need to tell you who I am as well. I think I've already told you who I am. So if you'd like to pop into chat, tell me who you all are. That's fine. If not, you can stay and be shy. So this afternoon, I'm going to send out some healing prayers to everyone who needs them. So I ask the Archangels Michael, Archangel Sandalphon, Archangel Metatron, Archangel Chamuel, Archangel Mary, and Archangel Raphael to come close this afternoon and offer us guidance, love and protection. I also ask guidance from Saint Peter, the Archangel and the Keeper of Souls, who helps people transition into the spirit world. He keeps guard of the pearly gates and allows the spirits in who have just passed over. I also ask of Archangel Chamuel and Saint Anthony to work together to take those souls who were lost and those people and their pets who were lost in the physical realms of Earth, to help guide them back to their families in one way or another. Blessed are the angels who walk amongst us each and every day, keeping us safe from harm and guiding us in the best way they can, as it was in the beginning, as it is now. Amen. Okay. So I'm going to start with the cards from Kyle Gray. These are the Archangels and Masters, High Masters cards. So I'm going to start with these to offer guidance and protection. Hopefully you can't hear what I can hear in the background. There is a football match going on just over the road from me. And from now, often you will hear now and then some shouting and screaming. The skull you can see here does often glow in the dark. He is the channel mascot. My incense seems to have blown out, so it's doing its job. Hi, Jennifer. Surprise! Hi, Sari. Good morning. Right, I'm going to pull 3 of these. I'm going to move my soundboard because I don't think it's appropriate that I need these. And I'll take one from the middle. We have Lakshmi and Ganesh. And this is the card for prosperity and vibration. And it's for card. The card is saying it is attracting health, wealth, and happiness. Sorry, my speech is all over the place today. I have been to a requiem mass for two beloved members of our local church, and I was asked to read this morning, and it was the 23rd Psalm. It's one of my favourite Psalms, and I've been unable to speak properly ever since. I'm speaking as if I've got cotton wool in my mouth. So, we have Lakshmi and Ganesh. And if I have any members of the Indian community here on this channel today, and I am mispronouncing that, please accept me of sincerest apologies. We also have the beautiful Mavatar Babiji, and she says we are going to have a spiritual awakening with interconnectedness and understanding of their inner workedness. So as you can see, she is absolutely stunning. It is an all Indian Sikh type blessed cards today from the High Grandmasters, because we have Elmoira or Elmoria today as well. He is a spiritual force field, offering us a protected light. And he says he's surrounding us and with his protective light. So he's similar to Archangel Michael. He's protecting us in his blue light. There we are. So I will leave those three cards where they can be seen. I haven't been around much this week because I've been preparing for next week's church fair. So I've been preparing my products for the church fair for next week. So my air fresheners and everything has been done. The house is smelling divine at the moment. So I was going to get Kyle Gray's next ones, but then I thought, no, I'm just going to stick with these because something was telling us they're quite similar. The pictures are quite similar. So I'm using the fairy deck now. I call these my fairy wishes and kisses cards. If I lapse into Irish twang, I've probably got Ian and the lovely Irish spirit around us. And he is one of the people that's recently passed and I had a lot of time for. The other guy I didn't really know so well, but Eamon I spent a lot of time with before he passed. And he was a beautiful soul. And he's probably high kicking it up in heaven. I hope he's giving me Nana a kiss and a cuddle when he got up there. Okay. Pure intention. The fairy of manifestation will help you use your wishes wisely. Manifest your heart's desire with pure intention and for the highest good of all. There we are. She's blown one of them dandelion clocks. So the dandelion seeds are going everywhere and getting in everybody's lawn with her blowing that. So every time you see one of those dandelions being blown across off the wind, you know the little fairies are around blowing granting everybody's wishes. We also have the lost and found. What was once lost is about to be found. Thanks to the lost and found fairy, sometimes she can help us find things we never realised was lost. There we are. So, as I called out to Archangel Chamuel and St. Anthony to help find some of those missing people that are around, this card couldn't have came at a better time. When I did a private prayer the other week and shared a post of a missing person, within 48 hours that missing person was home. We still have one missing person in my area that has not returned home yet. So hopefully this lost and found fairy is going to help bring him home to his family. But he's been missing now 2.5 weeks. So we now have fairy spotting. It's time to go fairy spotting. It is said that seeing is believing. But in fact, the opposite is quite true. Believing is seeing. Those fairies are everywhere. Fairies are everywhere, everyone. So if you are out for a walk, you may see a fairy on a walk. You may see fairies. You may even just feel them or sense them elsewhere. So I'm going to there's something that's been bugging me that I saw on someone else's channel before I go. Often do before I do pull any cards for anyone. It is a young man. He's in, I'd say, late 20s, early 30s. Is the missing person. But what's been irking me recently is I went on another person's channel. I was drawn to a picture of a royal of the royals. That's why I went into that channel. And as you know, I don't often frequent other people's channels much because I get annoyed at how they read. It's not a reader. It's how this person was presenting. She's gone back in time because I think most of our genre is disappearing. And as I said in Northie in a chat earlier today, when she does respond to us, this person I think is off our rocker now. Because it's either that or she's grasping at straws. Hi, Chris. I hope you're starting to feel the effects of me prayers. Because I am sending a lot of healing prayers up for you. And a bit of protection for your family. Because she's gone back to the royal wedding of Catherine and William. And now she's looking at things that I believe it's George Osborne's wife, a former Tory Chancellor. And she is saying that's nice to hear. She is saying that this is the late Princess Diana. So I am going to have a little bit of a look at her. I'm just going to use this deck called the I Don't Care Oracle deck. A newer deck of cards that we've used a couple of times now. It's hard to tell whether this one is a channel's of an Irish name. That's all I'm saying. I'm beginning to think she could well be. Look at the card that's fell out of the deck. Abuse of power. So this person, I am not naming, just saying she is of a channel is of Irish name or Scottish name origin, and she is possibly grasping at straws now because that's not the, as it's coming out, the words that is in the speech bubble is, "Are you kidding me?" Last night, that's not what I was saying. I wasn't quite as polite as what that card is saying there. You can just use your imaginations to what I said. But it seems to be the channel maybe losing a bit of revenue. So to keep people's minds and eyeballs on our channel, she may well be starting to go over all ground and grasp at straws. Okay. Your curtains are, close your curtains and close your eyes and sleep. Right. It's saying close your curtains and close your eyes and sleep. I don't think that it begins with a C, sorry. And I'll tell you when I come offline because I don't want to give her any publicity. But there is a little fetus or a pet lying next to her. This person must just sleep and breathe that channel. And all she's thinking of is the money that she's making from it. Yeah, I think she is in the UK. And she needs to get out in nature because nature's at ally. And she's not, she's thinking, well, if all of this goes south, I've got nothing. And she needs to start exploring a new tack because the Megan thing is going. And she's just got to think what the alien is telling her. Because once the Meghan and Harry thing is gone, she's got nothing. She's starting to panic. And she needs to think like a child and be like a child and enjoy herself from. No. No, it's not her. It's not the five head. No. But she's got no Dorian and no regrets. Think of the Irish nut. And this person has had a big channel. But 5 heads will not. Her channel will never grow to as big as anyone else's. Because people will start seeing her as well for what she is. And her husband is, which is both big fat fakes. Because if he's just starting to read and doing what she's doing, the people will start realising and seeing through that fakery. Like they have with a few other people on YouTube recently as well. YouTubers are not daft. But this is the not. You see, I don't want to say her name. I'm reading on her because her name is in my head and I've seen her channel. I've had a look at the picture again today, who she's saying is Diana, sitting in the choir, sitting in one of the choral seats at William and Catherine's wedding. And the lady was sat wearing navy. So, there you are. I've typed it, but I'm not saying it because I'm not giving her the thing. But it is the picture. I am positive is George Osborne's wife, and because she says the person looks angry, so they quite possibly. I don't think so. If she does, she uses an AI voice um for that channel. But the other one's called Claire, who's a big fat fake. Ask Northie about her. Northie knows how fake that person is. Right, I'm going to clear this table. But there's also a Aussie one who we all used to watch as well. I like her. I like Sky, but she's as mad as a box of frogs. And that's just her personality. But I focus on me now. Focus on number one. Hi, Lady of the Lake. Right. I'll do the cards of the channel cards of the week, and then yeah, I wasn't wanting to put her name out there. I think that's where most of us all met as well. Yes, she did, because I reported that to Northie for stealing her ratings. She stole some of mine as well. very old tarot readers used to knock on the cards, but also, if you notice, when Stephen Mulhern does his magic tricks, he bashes his cards. Quite a lot of the old magicians do. So it's a sleight of hand trick. I've got the super deck out because it hasn't been out for a while. So yep, I've heard her as well. It's fantastic news, Sari. I told you to watch them. And that's where we'll stay. Good riddance to bad rubbish. Anyone who is pro Harkles will soon find that they will get a bite on the backside by the IRS in America and HMRC here in the UK. A big bite on the ass. As the Harkles, and this is a prediction, the Harkles are going to find it hard monetarily in the next couple of months. Yes, there will be a divorce announced very soon. And more news will be confirmed about Meghan's very shady past. Is going to be leaked to TMZ via her publicists. Because she's upset someone within that publicist company. Really upset somebody there. Right, channel readings. Right, what have I just been saying about Markle and somebody coming out for revenge for her? We have the Five of Swords, the revenge card. They need to be put in the oven tie. We have two Fives of Swords together. We have the controversy card as well. There's going to be harmony for some of us. TB. No, I didn't. Ah, Bower. Yeah. This was meant to be a channel reading, but there is a lot of controversy and revenge coming her way. Revenge part under is coming its way. Revenge and controversy comes that way. Tom Bower will release that tape in his next book, so she will get caught. The harmony is coming in by the way of the Ten of Cups for, I want to say, Harry, because he's going to have some peace. Harry's going to have some peace. And he's going to find his passion again. Probably not love passion. He's going to find his inner strength and move on. He's going to be supported by the High Priestess, which the High Priestess is usually Catherine. Or it could be an unexpected High Priestess. Someone's going to show him kindness, some great kindness. Not necessarily money with this Six of Pentacles, but they're going to show him some kindness. Could actually be the Queen, the current Queen. Is this the Queen? Yeah. She's going to show him she cares. She's going to show him she cares. And she's going to help him out unexpectedly, because she absolutely hates Meghan for what she's done. He's just got to endure with this a little bit longer. Or he's got to contemplate for a little bit longer. Will Meghan cards? Will Meghan Markle or sucks at life Markle? Will Meghan sucks at life Markle end up in jail? She's trying to stop it. The divorce is coming, Lady of the Lake. New venture. She's going to try one more new venture. King of Pentacles is she's gonna be drawn in by a King of Pentacles. A fair-haired man. But she's gonna get her grief. She is heading towards certain trouble. She will get justice. And the world will see the justice come. Come on. Oh, come on, Harry. What's for you? William will never forgive him for what he's done. He'll tolerate him, but he'll never forgive him. The unconscious. That's what's next for Harry. The unconscious, it means Harry needs to get with the moon. He needs to get back. He needs to get away from those unseen influences, those who are pulling his strings in the background. He needs to get away from them before he gets into any more physical trouble, any more fiscal trouble. He needs to concentrate on his own mental health and well-being, his physical well-being. He is being helped by a psychic. He just doesn't know he's being helped by a psychic. Is Sally Jessie Raphael still around? Because her name's just popped into my head for some strange reason. Because he's got the progress card there as well with Chariot. He's moving forward. He's moving forward with the Chariot card. He's moving forward with ideas. But I keep getting Sally Jessie Raphael and I keep getting her face in front of us. And I don't know why. Is she the one that's helping him? Come on. Sally Jessie Raphael helping him. The Wheel of Fortune. He's getting some karma. He's living out some karmic energy. He's going to have some good luck once he's away from Maleficent there. And he will live out his destiny as being just Harry. His destiny was never to be a fully fledged royal. He was always to be out on the outskirts of the family. But he could have done that on his own without being with her, without marrying that. And I'm back in the box. He will spill. She'll never be able to end the year, Harry. He will spill some major tea about Meghan. He's working with Tom Bower. He's working with Tom Bower on a book about Meghan. He's working on a book with Tom Bower about Meghan. Just watch his space. That's his progress, and that's the karma he's going to dish out. She is absolutely shitting herself. That's why she's trying to keep him there. Sorry for using such language. Right, I am using my shadow healing cards because I am going to send them out some healing. Via me Aboriginal shadow healing deck. I wouldn't usually, but he needs all the help he can get. And the king looked splendid today, even though he was in the back of a carriage with the missus, because he's realised he's too old and too ill to sit on horseback, because he was celebrating Trooping of the Colour, his official birthday. Right. He was mystified, and it says some things should be left as a mystery to enable us to reflect on their meanings. Having a reason for everything takes away the ability to imagine what if. So there we are. There is the card, and there's the back of it. So there's your mysteries, the Aboriginal mysteries. So he needs to sit back and think, what if I stopped taking these alleged hallucinogenics? What if I didn't really marry her? What if we divorced? What if I go home to England and live out my days with the Spencers? Right, this is the hot-headed irritant card. It has a conch shell on the back. Looks like some spiders and things like that. It is irritation. There comes a time when standing up and being counted may not necessarily resolve the issue, but it sure feels good when you've finally heard. He's going to be heard, but not in the courts. There we are. There's the back. I love Prince Louis and his missing tooth. And the way he rubbed his little eyeballs today. He just doesn't care. One more for him. As dark as it seems, it's your choice whether to stay shrouded in the abyss or cast aside the cloak and rejoin the others in the warmth of their light and energy. Darkness. Yeah, let's see if I can go closer. No. Camera's not focusing now. And there's the back. Just shows you the darkness. So So he's been mystified, irritated, and he's been told he's going to step out of the darkness. So I'm not going to. I'll pull one healing card out for her, but it's not going to do much for her because she deflects it back every time anybody sends her any healing. So. Torment. Plaguing your thoughts with self-doubt only exasperates the problem further. First make peace with yourself and shortly thereafter you regain your confidence. Spider crab or hermit crab. That's her. She's about to lose her hermit crab, basically. He will try. Hang on, will Harry make peace with his dad? Hang on, I'll do it with this. North to south for yes, east to west for no. Clear pendulum. Will Prince Harry make peace with King Charles before he passes to the higher side of life? There we are. Yeah, he's just moved to the other side of the sofa so he can have a lie down and get comfy again. There we are. There's your answer. He'll make peace before the king passes. So I think I'll leave you at that. I'm starting to get a bit of a headache. Well, I was starting to get one this morning as I was coming out of church. But I think that was off the fog because we've had a foggy start to the day, but we have thunder hanging around. Yeah, it'll be a long time before William ever gives him the time of day again. But that'll happen after. I was going to say Meg dies. That's horrible. But that's another thing that's just popped. Congratulations, Jen. Another thing that's came true. I don't know what I've done with my phone. Right, I've just nearly flown out the window there with Milo. He doesn't like me nearby. And I've just been nearly knocked out with his tail there. I don't know what I've done with my phone, but I've been on this little website I tried out. They said they could draw your soulmate or potential soulmate, and it looked familiar to you. Well, I think they've told me pack of bologna. I didn't pay for it, so they've told me a pack of bologna because this looks nothing like him, nothing like anyone I've ever met. So if I disappear, I've met my soulmate, and it was off that website. Okay. So I'd like to thank you for joining me for this quick live, impromptu live, and I'm going to leave you with a lot of love and peace. It's about to get noisy next door, so I'm going to leave you. So I'll see you tomorrow. Bye bye for now.